What is up, guys? I am Bub,
And I'm Erin.
and we are Bimbo Bandaids. And the basic gist of what we are doing is, um, yep, yeah.
We're doing a podcast. We've never done this before, so
First time, if you couldn't tell.
be patient with us. But we wanted to kind of do something like a series revolving the metal and alternative scene in New England. Kind of learn about the bands here, give them some extra support. Interview some people at shows. Just kind of what we do at a normal basis, but with many mics and cameras.
Yeah,
So,
this time it's like right in your face.
Today we're going to a show in Worcester, Massachusetts. at a
Worcester,
venue
Massachusetts.
called the Palladium, and it's for the gig after Christmas, I believe it's what it's called.
I think so.
With a 6-band lineup. So
Yeah, and it's only $13, so which is not bad. $13 to see 6 bands play is literally a steal
I'm
and a
gonna say
win.
theft at that point.
It is, and they're all like local bands of New England, which is really cool as well.
So we're gonna see a couple bands: Stand Abandoned, Elizabory, Human Architect, All Along, Beneath Purgatory, and then finally our good friends band Dragged by Chains, which will actually be featured on our podcast.
Yes, so we
today.
will be interviewing them after the show is over, which is really exciting and super cool.
And definitely shout out to them for letting us do this,
Yeah.
kind of being our lab rat for today's first episode.
Yeah, for sure. They most definitely are our lab rat.
They don't know what they're in for. We don't know what they're in for.
We're all just winging it.
Yeah.
But it's here for a good time. Dragged by Chains, they are out of Portland, Maine, so they've driven about 3.5, maybe 4 hours, depending on like traffic and all that, to just come down here and play, which is super exciting. And most definitely you can tell the dedication in there.
You can tell they're committed. They love what they do, and they actually told us that this is the biggest venue they've ever played,
which is
So
super exciting
it is
for
really
them.
exciting.
And they deserve it. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I know you said I thought it was an album they dropped, but they dropped an EP, so we'll be asking some questions about their EP and all of that. But tonight we're super excited to get a lot of footage and most definitely talk to the bands and the fans as well, and being like, how did you find this person? How did you hear this band? And like, how long have you been in the scene for and stuff? So
Yeah, and then at the end of it, we'll just kind of review our experience and, just be patient with us along this journey. Our videos will probably get better with time, but
for sure.
this is where we're starting, so y'all enjoy.
Yes, thank you. Bye. All right, guys. So we have officially made it after a long.
We all fucking piled up like a clown car.
Yes, we did.
Drove
for
almost
sure.
2 hours, Boston traffic.
Oh
but
my
we
god,
made it.
Boston traffic. Yeah, people don't know how
We're
to
here.
fucking drive.
Yeah,
There
it looks
it
like
is.
there's already some people lining up outside.
Yes,
so
we do see
super
Dragged by
exciting.
Chains, our buddy. We see them over there, so we all go get our tickets. It's fucking cold. I'm
I
shivering.
know. I'm freezing my.
My nipples.
My titties
Our
off,
nipples
so,
all could cut
um,
diamonds right now.
Let's go get on with it, I
Yes.
guess.
Woo, let's go.
Okay, so we're here with another band for our first episode that's going to be playing tonight. So if you do with the microphone, just want to like introduce your name and your band, tell us a little bit about kind of what you guys are about.
Sure. My name is Ice. We are Elizabory. We do metal and very experimental metal, all sorts of metal. And then I'm going to pass it to our bassist.
My name is Parker, and I want to say thank you for interviewing us. Very new experience. This is our very first, and we are very excited to play tonight. And I'm going to pass it over to.
Hello, my name is Declan. I am the drummer for Elizabory. I joined them in July as drummer. I'm very excited to be playing here. I'll be passing this to.
Thank you very much, Declan. I'm Derek. I'm the lead guitarist of Elizabory, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
When did you guys like get into this genre of music? Do you know around like what age?
So for me, I've always been into rock and metal. I think it started ever since I was 9 when I played the game Brutal Legend. And that got me into Black Sabbath, Motley Crue, and now all these other Cradle of Filth, all these heavy metals. What about you, Parker?
I think it was like 8th grade. I started listening it was like Five Finger Death Punch from my stepdad, like Carnival, a lot of like metalcore, maybe harder. Like I don't know I don't even know what Five Finger Death Punch is. Metal, just hard rock almost. And then it was System of a Down, and then Lamb of God, all the basics. And then ever since I listen to everything now. But I don't know. I don't really listen to what we play. It's kind of an interesting one. So how about you, Mr. Declan?
Good. I became like musically aware in high school. If that makes any sense. It started like freshman year. I was really into the Beatles. Then it got like more progressively like niche. Like my gateway metal band was like 3 Days Grace. Me and him share the sentiment of I don't really listen to hardcore metal that much, but I do find it enjoyable to play, and it's enjoyable to listen to some days when I feel like it.
Yeah, I'm like a huge thrash guy, so like just like Megadeth started me out, Slayer. I like death metal a lot. Yeah.
All right, and then I got one more question for you guys. When you guys are like not performing and you're at the shows, are you usually in the mosh, or you guys like to just kind of hang out and headbang on the side?
So, normally for shows, I like to do headbanging, and I like to always be on the rail. So for local shows, sometimes, very rarely, I would mosh, and then usually I just like to watch.
Well, the scenes always vary. So it's most of the time I hang out simply for like risk of like I don't want to get like spin kicked in the face before our set or something.
That does
would
hurt.
be a
I will
problem
say
for all of
that.
us, and we've seen that happen before. We've seen that happen. So I just, to avoid injury and conflict, I just kind of stay away.
Valid.
Yeah, I share that as well. I'm usually in the back, just watching. I work 6 days a week. I'd like to have a functioning, not concussed brain in the morning. So
I do tend to mosh sometimes. I generally kind of go with the crowd's energy, but when it's fucking hype, it's hype, and I go in.
Cool. And then you guys just want to say your band name one last time, where you guys from, to give a shout out.
So, I am Ice from Elizabory. We have a song.
Elizabory from Worcester.
Elizabory from Central Mass. But we have a new song called Elizabeth. It's out on YouTube and Bandcamp. It's releasing everywhere else like Spotify, Apple Music on December 31st.
Okay, guys, so we are here with two of the girlfriends of two of the members with the band. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Michaela.
All right, so basically, what's it like being a girlfriend of someone who's in a band?
It's honestly really fun. I mean, it's chaotic as hell, and it sucks when you have to help with load in. But other than that, I kind of just sit behind the merch place and have fun. So
Mainly just hit our babe, sing.
I just hit your babe and hang out.
Yep.
That's awesome. How long have you guys been like dating?
I've been dating the drummer Xavier for 2.5 years now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, when I first met him, it was like when Dragged by Chains was kind of first starting kind of, and I've seen them go through a bunch of like members and stuff.
I've known Silas for a year and a half now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we were dating.
And do you guys normally see yourselves like getting in like in the mosh pit and everything, or do you like to kind of like hang out on the sides?
I'd get thrown around like a rag doll.
Yeah, I bet.
She doesn't do the mosh pitting much. I do. I haven't for the last few shows because the last mosh pit I got into, I got punched in my nose and I like blacked out and I got a bloody nose.
Oh yeah,
So I've been staying away from them a little bit, but when
That's
it's like
understandable.
a chiller crowd with like a lot of my friends in it, I'll get in it because when you're in a mosh pit and you're getting pushed around with your friends, they'll like protect you, they'll pick you up and shit.
Yeah.
Mostly people will pick up people, but sometimes they'll just step right on them.
Yeah, there you have those. I don't like those people. I like
No.
have a plan of like I want to talk about so much of the etiquette when it comes to moshing because like it's lost. I feel like the etiquette of any concert's lost of like actually being in the moment of like a community. So I totally understand and I get that for sure.
We're from Maine, and up there, I mean, the crowd is a lot smaller, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Portland is pretty crazy sometimes.
Yeah, people get fucking. Oh, they. My boyfriend smashed his guitar and it hit so many people. It hit me in the leg like hard, and then Lucas was picking it up, and this bitch he drags the string of the guitar across my whole hand.
I think we
Straight
were
up
there.
cut.
That was at the Urban Brewery. Yes. That was a sick ass show though. They still fucking killed it. Anything you want to like input on your perspective? Anything else you guys want to like add to it?
It's just a great time, and I recommend dating a guy in a band.
You get stuck on merch, but
You get in
get
for
high
free.
while you do it.
That's
Most of the time, unless it's like bigger places like this, then not. But whatever, good enough for me.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we really appreciate you guys like
Yeah, of
chatting
course.
with us and shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you guys are doing this.
Appreciate it.
Okay, guys, we are here with Dragged by Chains. They just performed and it was phenomenal, and they smashed the guitar like last time. But yeah, do you just want to introduce yourselves of each names and what you do in the band?
I'm Xavier, and I'm the drummer.
I'm Silas, and I'm the vocalist and guitarist.
I'm Harsh Vibes, and I hit the bass.
Word. So we do know, where are you guys located? Like, where are you guys from?
We're from the Penobscot County, Bangor area, up in Maine.
All right.
There's a cool little scene there.
Was that like a 3-4 hour drive down to 3.5 hours?
Yeah, about 3.5 hours, at least from where I live.
How long have you guys been into the metal scene or just the alternative scene in
Well-
general?
At this point, about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, me and Xavier started this band, and it was called White Lighter when we were in like high school.
Okay.
And then we decided to go heavier and made it Dragged by Chains. And now we have a lot of heads popping out, and it's just cool. But yeah, it's been me and him from fucking day one. And this is our buddy we met.
Cool. Yeah, give us a little background about you, whatever you're feeling.
I came up in the Salem, Massachusetts hardcore scene, and I saw the Red Chord here at the Worcester Palladium in 2002.
Oh, nice. That was the
Yeah.
year I was born.
Sick.
Cool. And then I know you guys just dropped a new EP as well. What was?
Sorry, what?
You guys dropped a new EP.
Yeah.
Well, recently. How has that been?
Honestly, I think it's been really good. We've gotten like nothing but good feedback for the most part. No, yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, the new EP, it's fucking gnarly. I mean, if you like fast-paced drums and fucking just hardcore riffs, check it out.
How long have you guys been working on it?
I'd say at least a year.
A year?
A
Cool.
year, definitely.
And is it like your first EP or?
No, we've had an EP and an album.
Okay.
Those I don't believe are much out on social media.
We had an EP and an album out when we were White Lighter, and then we went to Dragged by Chains, and so this is our first release as Dragged by Chains.
Sick. Yeah, and do you guys have any more shows that you have planned coming up in the new year?
It looks like February we're gonna have an EP release show.
Okay.
Up in our
Where at?
hometown, February 24th.
24th. Okay. Well, definitely everybody pop out. Go give them some support.
We're gonna be on the road again this summer for our tour with Mortis. That's his other band.
Okay. Okay, so you're in another band?
I am, and we will be here at the Palladium the 12th, so 15 days.
That's cool. And are you guys like in a band full time? You got like other jobs outside of this?
No, this is pretty much what I do full time.
Sick.
It's a lot.
Sounds like you're living the dream.
See,
man.
work thinks that it's my first priority, but they're like so far from the truth. It's not even comedic.
I just rev the chainsaw and cut down as many fucking trees as I can.
Period. And lastly, one question for you guys: what's your guys' favorite food?
Ah, shit. Birria tacos.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say, pizza with pineapple, pepperoni, and olives.
got a
It's
controversial
like
take over
actually a
here.
really good fucking combo. Nah, dude, because if you look at like,
Pineapple's fine,
hear me
but-
out, right? Hear me out. So if you look at like the flavor like chain and like all the flavors that contrast kind of like colors with art and stuff, the flavors contrast each other perfectly. Like, don't knock it till you try it.
I eat Maine surf and turf. That's boiled crabs and roadkill venison.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys coming on. You know.
Well, thanks
like
for
we
coming to
said,
see us.
It's a little rough. We're still new at this, but definitely if you want to like say your handles or anything or any last things you guys want to say.
We are Dragged by Chains, and check us out.
Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
honestly, we appreciate everyone that likes what we're doing and wants to support us and wants to see us go far. It really means a lot. And I know like that sounds like dumb as fuck, like everyone says that, but like this is really what we want to do with our lives.
Hey guys.
Yeah. So we've been trying to get these mics work for like 20 minutes now. So
Yeah, shit's been annoying.
we're finally here. So yeah, we had a really good time yesterday. It's currently the night after. We were honestly just so like exhausted and fucking dead after the show that
Dead.
we just wanted to wait to review for the next day. So we have a couple things we want to talk about. If you want
yeah.
to maybe kick it off.
I want a new body, preferably new legs and new ankles.
Oh,
I think that's where I want to start off first. I think, you know, the venue, I've never been to the Palladium before in Worcester, however you please to say it, Mass. It was a nice venue though. I liked it. There was a little like balcony part up there where they had the merch stands, which was cool. So you were able to like interact and meet the bands up there. And majority of the bands and people we talked to or like ran into and met there were really nice and super chill. But the venue itself, I can't complain. I thought it was really good. I mean, you felt the vibrations for sure through your whole body. Like, I think the bass, yeah, everything. I can't complain on that aspect of it. So
yeah, I honestly really like the venue too. Like those ones that are like 2 floors are always really nice because it gives you, you know, a view from not only the bottom but from the top. It's also really cool for people who don't necessarily like to be in the mosh pit but still want like a good view of the show, so they can kind of go up to the balcony and hang out. You know, they had like couches and stuff up there, which was really cool. And it was in Worcester, so you know, parking in Massachusetts can be awful. But we thought the parking was pretty good. They had something right across the street. It was only like $20, right?
yeah, it was $20. Granted though, the rest of our crew left to go to get food at Applebee's before the show was over. So probably cut it down a bit, but at least the car was parked there for 3.5, 4 hours. So that was
it
only
was a pretty
20
long
bucks.
time.
So like parking including ticket was just 13. That's only $30
Yeah, and
spent.
like $13 to see 6 bands in a venue like that, worth it.
Yeah, even if it's like your first time like in this scene or like diving into it, or like you've never listened to it before in your life and you're like, oh, there's a show happening, do it. It's a steal. You get a memory out of it, you get an experience, and you can be like, oh, I tried this or I seen that before, and like you've experienced it. Now you know what it's like. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Period.
Yeah, venue really cool. We're going there again soon though, actually, to go see another band perform there. What is there, 4 other bands performing with them, I think?
I think so. And I think we will end up having at least one of them on a future episode. So
Yes.
definitely stay tuned. Honestly, like everybody there was super cool.
Oh,
we made
yeah.
like 80 friends alone in the mosh pit. Like
Yeah, dude,
everybody was
yeah.
having a really good time. Like we wanted to get the mosh pit going. We literally like tap on someone's shoulder and we'd be like,
Yeah, I
"Circle
literally would
pit," and
tap
they'd
on
be
someone.
like,
I
"Yeah,
would
let's
I would
fucking
be
go."
like this and start running.
Yeah.
I just start going. Fucking broke my ankles though, so but it
No,
was worth it.
literally.
It was.
Like if you've been in a mosh pit, you know you wake up the next day and you just feel like a fucking old man. Like my back hurts,
Yeah.
my neck hurts, my legs hurt, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is. It's most definitely worth it too. Like it's fun. It's carefree. You're just living in the moment.
Yeah. There was even people doing the fucking ship.
Oh, the rowboat! They went down and
Yeah. The minute I saw it, I was
tapped
like,
on me.
"Mommy!"
I instantly sat down
They
and did
fucking
it.
ran.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The mosh pits they were great. I mean, there was only one downside to it, which there was one crowd killer kind of ish for the first band, which sucked. And staff.
We're gonna clip in a video maybe right now.
So it was originally a trash bag that had 2 pillows in it, and they were using it as a prop on stage to like stomping on it
Yeah,
and
like a
like
body bag.
throwing it down on the ground. And they threw it out into the pit, and they opened up the bag, and there's 2 pillows. So, I mean, what are you gonna do when you see 2 pillows? Obviously,
Exactly,
your
you're
inner
gonna have a
child's gonna
fucking
take
pillow
over, and you're
fight, like-
having a goddamn pillow fight. And in this instance, yes, it's a bit more aggressive pillow fight, but I think people were still being at least like considerate with the pillows, because it's like that shit can knock you out. You hit someone hard enough, you're knocking out.
Yeah.
But staff like started ripping it, like trying to rip it out of this one dude's hand. Like, he didn't even like try and stop him or tap on him before to let this person who had the pillow know he was staff, which I think is like staff's like fault at that point, because like the kid's gonna think it's just somebody else in the pit trying to get the pillow from them. Like I would have thought that. And it wasn't probably until another staff member came over and like picked one of the dudes up over there too, and it was like picked him up and he was like, oh, but it was like there was no need for that aggression.
You know, everyone's there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like I understand if people are doing things that you shouldn't be doing in a mosh pit. You like definitely security step in by all means, but I don't know, I feel like what was going on was pretty harmless. So but besides that, a lot of the other staff, like the people who pat you down, people like
Oh my
hanging
God, they
outside
were
of the
so
bathrooms,
nice.
like no complaints about them. I thought they were all really cool, really
Yeah,
nice.
I-
On a more positive note, you want to maybe talk a little bit about the bands overall?
Yeah, I mean, I had fun the whole time. I enjoyed every band that played.
We mosh for every band, you
Yeah, we
know,
did.
equal support all around. And actually, I think it was like one of the first bands that played. It was actually their very first show ever. Which
Yeah,
was
it
really
was the
cool.
first. I think it was
And
the first
he
one.
fucking killed it. Like,
Yeah.
great energy.
He
tons of confidence.
did the laugh.
Yes.
So you know
he
that
did like an evil fucking
um,
like cartoon villain laugh.
Scooby Doo.
It was awesome.
It's Scooby Doo with like that, or the Michael Jackson Thriller. That's like the best way that laugh is, like he did that. He did that, and I literally remember looking at you like.
Yeah, both of our jaws were on the ground. We were like, "Who is?"
So
this
yeah,
man?
it was really good. It was great. I mean, they all brought the energy. They all fucking killed it out on the stage shit. So like
Yeah, and even aside from the performance, like we talked to a lot of them like separate. Like when they're handing out merch and stuff, like we just went up to their table, said hi, like told them about the podcast, and everyone was super supportive. Like they were really cool
Yeah.
about it, like asking
Yeah.
us questions about it. Even the bands that we interviewed, were really cool and like were thanking us, saying like, this is kind of the first time they've ever done something like this, and it being our first time too, we were like, dude, we're in this together, like. And we
You're our
definitely
lab
appreciate,
rats.
your patience with us. So I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah.
Good
I mean, I gotta
energy,
get
good
also like
people.
shout out to the crowd too for bringing the hype.
Yeah.
Like they really did bring it. Like each band that went up fucking brought it. Each band that went up fucking brought it. Like shout out, literally.
Shout out everyone.
Yeah.
And shout out to Crystal, that dude's mom.
Yeah, Crystal.
Shout out.
Let's go, Crystal.
But yeah, no, we definitely appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna include time skips too in the description. So if you ever are giving it a watch and you want to like skip to any
That
specific
ADHD kicks in,
interviews,
or you get bored at any point.
exactly.
It's okay. I do it too. It's okay.
We all
It's
do
okay.
it. So that'll be in there. Everyone's ads will be in there again. And yeah, just thank you for watching. We hope to get better, do better, and go to more shows in the new year. So all right, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, if you see us at a show though, come say hi. We do bark at you. We don't bite, but I might.